Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther Adebayo of momodestyle.com. On this channel, I bring you DIY sewing tutorials. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this super simple tote bag, which has pockets and also a boxed corner. I'm also going to show you how to get the perfect finishing on this tote bag using a French seam. If this is something that interests you, make sure to keep on watching and be sure to subscribe, like and share this video. Without further ado, let's get right into this tutorial. I'll be using the following tools: a pattern paper for the main tote, which is a rectangle measuring 19 inches tall by 17 inches wide. A pattern for the tote pocket, which is a rectangle that measures 15 inches tall by 7.5 inches wide. The fabric I'll be using is a 1/2 meter of a heavyweight twill fabric. I also need 3 yards of cotton webbing, and I've already cut that into 2 pieces that are each 52 inches long. I need my water-soluble marking pen, my rotary cutter, my scissors, a clear ruler, and some pins. To begin, I will fold my fabric in half with right sides facing and place the pattern paper for the tote bag and the pockets on the fabric, and I will cut 2 pieces of each. I've cut all my pieces for the tote bag and the pockets. Now I'm going to take them to the serger and I'll serge all round. If you don't have a serger, you can skip this step. I just like to do this to get a perfect finish to my tote bag. I've serged all 4 pieces. The next step is to turn the top of one of the tote pieces, which is also the shorter side, by a 1/4 inch and press. And then I'm going to turn again by 1 inch and press. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to repeat the process with the other 3 pieces. Next, I'll take all 4 pieces to the sewing machine and top stitch with a 1 inch seam allowance. Next, I'm going to create a crease at the center of the pocket and also the tote. I'll then align both creases and secure the pocket on the tote with pins. I'll repeat the same thing with the other 2 pieces. Next, I'll take the 2 pieces to the sewing machine and run a basting stitch along the pockets. The next step is to box the corners of the tote. Mark out 2-inch square on each lower corner of the tote and cut out the square. The next step is to attach the webbing. I'm going to place the webbing on the basting stitch starting from one lower end back to the other end, and I'm going to ensure that the webbing does not twist along the line. I'll also secure it with pins and repeat the same process with the other webbing and tote. Once the webbing is in place, I'll take the 2 pieces to the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch. Starting from the bottom, I'll top stitch about 1/8 inch away from the side. Matching the stitch on top, I'll pivot once I get to that point, stitch across, and then continue all the way down. I'll repeat this process on the other side and also with the other tote piece. The next step is to join the 2 pieces together. I'm going to place wrong sides together and pin. Once I'm done pinning, I'll take the bag to the sewing machine and stitch along the sides with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, leaving out the corners. So I'm not going to sew the corners yet. Now I'll turn the tote bag wrong sides out and give it a good press. I will then enclose the seam by stitching with a 1/2 inch seam allowance along the sides, also leaving out the corners. It's time to sew the box corners. Pull the corners apart, set the seams, and then stitch across. Repeat with the other corner. Finally, turn the tote bag right sides out give it a good press, and there you have your finished tote bag. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you are yet to. Let me also know in the comments section if you will be recreating this tote bag, and make sure to tag me on social media at Momode Style. I would really love to see your creations. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.